great Sultan of India has three sons: Hussein, the oldest, Ali, the middle, and Ahmed, the youngest. The great Sultan also cares for his niece, the Princess Nouronnihar, whose father had died. The greatest Sultan had planned to marry Nouronnihar to a foreign noble, but his sons all want to marry her. Knowing the youngest two would not cede her to Hussein simply because of his seniority, the ruler suggests she choose her own husband, but they refuse to comply. Thus, the great Sultan stages a competition. Each prince will travel to a faraway land to collect the greatest rarity they can find. Whoever brings back the most valuable item will be granted the princess' hand. Eager, the princess set off immediately.
Prince Hussein travels to the kingdom of Bisnagar, where he finds a merchant selling a plain-looking carpet for a huge sum of money. He inquires after it to learn that the carpet will transport its owner wherever he pleases. Though he knows this gift would likely win the contest, he is skeptical, so the carpet merchant promises to test it with him. Hussein agrees, and he and merchant sit on the carpet and are transported to Hussein's lodging in town. After buying the carpet, Hussein remained in the kingdom for a long time, knowing that the carpet will transport him back home wherever he is ready.
Meanwhile, Prince Ali travels to the kingdom of Persia, where he finds a merchant selling a strange ivory tube for a huge sum. He inquires after it to learn that one can see anything in the world by peering into the tube. To test it, Ali wishes to see his father and then Nouronnihar, and then looks into it. It works. He then buys the wonderful tube and heads back home to meet his brothers.
Finally, Prince Ahmed travels far away to the kingdom of Samarkand, where he finds a merchant selling a small, unremarkable artificial apple. The merchant insists that the apple can cure absolutely any disease with one smell, and that it had saved practically everyone in the city at one time. When Ahmed asks for proof, many passers-by attest to its power. However, Ahmed does not believe it until he sees the apple cure a sick wife with his own eyes. He then buys the rare apple and returns to meet his brothers, sure of his coming success.
When the brothers reunite at a designated meeting place, they compare their gifts. However, when Ali peers through his ivory tube, he sees a most unwelcome sight. The princess is on her deathbed in their home kingdom far away, certain to die within a few days. Troubled, Prince Hussein offers to transport them home on his carpet, and when they arrive, Prince Ahmed uses his apple to cure Princess immediately. At first, everyone believes Prince Ahmed should marry the princess since his gift cured her. However, the great Sultan rationalizes that each item was instrumental to her survival, so he devises an archery contest to decide the question. That whoever shuts the farthest will marry Princess Nouronnihar. The Sultan did not make them wait long, and as soon as he arrived, Prince Hussein as the eldest took his bow and arrow and shot first. Prince Ali shot next, and much beyond him, and Prince Ahmed last of all. But it so happened that nobody could see where his arrow fell, and, notwithstanding all the search of himself and everybody else, and it was not to be found far or near. And though it was believed that he shot the farthest, and that he therefore deserved the princess, it was necessary that his arrow should be found, to make the matter evident and certain. So, notwithstanding his remonstrances, the Sultan determined in favor of Prince Ali, and gave orders for preparations to be made for the wedding, which was celebrated a few days afterwards with great magnificence. And they lived happily ever